Hello, my name is Maggie Moore, and I'm the Family Consumer Sciences teacher here at Hope High School. Just for a quick reference, this is what I normally look like, but I'm going to continue this with the video with the rest of my mask on. So this is my 7th year at Hope High, so here's a quick tour of my room so you can see what your child will see every day that I have them in class. These first few days of school have been really about general expectations of my classroom and discussing the classroom procedures. I'm going to show you exactly what I've been showing the kids. My cell phone policy is that no phones or headphones or earbuds are to be used during direct instruction. So that'd be anytime during notes, presentations, videos, or any times that their peers are presenting. They do have permission to listen to music during independent work time. However, if the phone interferes with their work, they will lose this privilege until they can turn their work in. Currently, there is no food allowed to be consumed in the classroom. They are, however, allowed to have any type of drink. They just make sure that they need to be careful around the sewing machines and to not spill. They need to be respectful in both words and actions, using appropriate language, and to make sure they're truthful when asking to leave the room. If they have been given permission to listen to music, the volume must be low enough that none of us should hear it. If that's not followed, I will ask them to put their phone away. They can try again the next day. And lastly, I would like for them to advocate for themselves. For those students that are enrolled in any of the culinary classes, there is a culinary contract that I will be sending home in one way or another that is required to be signed by the student and by you. Before the students leave, they know that they need to wipe down their desk area with a sanitizing wipe. If they borrow any utensils, they do need to wipe them down and then place them in the dirty bucket so I can sanitize at the end of the day. If they do need to borrow a pen or a pencil, I've told them to just keep it. They do not have to return that to me. If they're in any of the sewing classes, they will also have to wipe down their machines and any of the utensils that they've used. We will then also spray the machines in their areas with the spray sanitizer. We will then use the clear plastic bags to put over their machines so we can make sure that we keep those as germ-free as possible. They also will need to wipe down their sewing container that will hold their projects while they're working on them. Labs will look different until further notice when it comes to cooking. I will provide all the ingredients and the recipes for them to make the lab at home for just themselves. They will measure out their ingredients in the beginning of the week, and then they will pick them up after school. They will have 7 days to complete the lab at home. There will be an additional lab write-up that happens too, but I will make time for that during class. In order to show that they've done the lab correctly, they need to provide 5 pictures, or they can do a short video or a TikTok demonstrating their skills. If they decide to do 5 pictures instead of a short video, they have to have at least 2 pictures showing the prep work. So that could be them slicing vegetables, that could be doing additional measuring or mixing their ingredients. They need to show one of the food in the stove or the oven or the microwave. And then at least the last 2 can be 2 selfies with their food when they've completed it or at any stage in which they are physically in the picture with their food. When we are measuring, the students will take turns entering the kitchen. I will have 3 to 4 individual stations set up in which it will be 1 student per station. When they've measured out their ingredients and they've used their utensils, the student will then wash and sanitize all the utensils before they can be replaced at the station. Once that has been done, another student will go in and then use that station. And we will repeat that so I know that all the utensils are washed and sanitized between each student. They also must wear vinyl gloves at all times in the kitchen. I have multiple sizes, so I know I have a size that will fit every student. They will then bag their own ingredients and pick up after school. This course should not cost anybody any money out of pocket. If students choose to use additional ingredients that are at home, they are more than welcome to, but it will not be required. If, however, they forget to take an ingredient home, they can either come in the next day and measure out the ingredient, or if they happen to have the ingredient on hand at home, they can use it. But they need to double and triple check that they take all the ingredients home in the first place.